guys, and welcome back to a new video, and we are back with hardcore modded Minecraft. So as you can see, there's a bit of things that changed since last episode. I built a structure. It's not completely finished, it's just a design around the mine entrance, and then trees. I went and explored a bit while I was looking for some certain stuff to build with. So I went and explored and got a bunch of different materials and stuff. So I will actually show you guys that now. And then this is the starter of my house. It'll be just a starter house. It's not going to be my big mega live in this forever. It's probably going to be like 2, maybe 3 floors, just because I want some design features. Hope you guys are excited for this episode, and let's get into the sped up exploration. So I was not planning on doing a voiceover, but the adventure was such a long thing that even like cut out a bunch and sped it up. It was such a long thing that I needed to do a voiceover. So here we are. So my whole goal was to find building materials for my future house and mine entrance, because I love to build and I just really wanted to try the new blocks that come with the mod packs that I've chosen. And I ended up finding exactly what I wanted to use. And I'm looking at this, I'm remembering that I had a bunch of flowers that I was collecting. I need to plant those. I haven't done that yet. So as I'm doing the voiceover right now, I've already finished building the mine entrance. So that's great. So it's just interesting to go back and watch what I did do and what I saw. So this is the first sunken ship I have found in this game. It wasn't even fully sunken. But I wanted to include it because it was something that I got, and then it encouraged me to keep going to a different direction with the buried treasure map. But I did get a good bit of materials there, and I thought it was great. Though I did realize that I've never collected an ingot before. Not an ingot, a like nugget for iron, gold, whatever. I didn't collect that, and I was like in shock because I was like, I can't believe I haven't collected that. This is the point where I think I got lost. So I cut it out of my recording, but there was a while where I was sitting just staring into the distance because I was looking up my old video, episode 1. I was looking up episode 1 so I could find the coordinates of my house, because I had no idea where they were. I couldn't find them, and I forgot that I built close to spawn. But like, it was hilarious because I moved directions that I was going because of this, and I don't think I went back into that direction. So I ended up just getting completely off track and lost where I was. But you know, I had a fun time. I ended up finding it. I got pretty close to it. Like, I got in the right direction. Like, I was facing the right direction. I just wasn't close enough to recognize the area around it, which was unfortunate. But like, that was fine with me because I was able to get close enough to it where when I looked up the coordinates, I was still really close. Also, I didn't think I was going to be able to find this thing. I hate looking for a buried treasure. It is so hard. Also, because of the amount of stuff it takes up, I don't know how hard it is to run the mods on my laptop. I get those little glitches with that water. I was very confused, but I figured out what it was. It was just a glitch. So that was unfortunate. It would have been great if it wasn't a glitch, because then I confused it. But then I remembered, I just now, literally no joke, just now remembered that you can use I typed it was so pretty. I found it and that was exactly the words that I was thinking. It's so pretty. But yeah, I just remembered that you can use doors in this version of Minecraft to breathe underwater. You can't do that in Bedrock, so it confuses me. Yeah, holy shit, this thing is huge. I left that in there because I thought it was funny, because I literally typed down my reaction to these so I could remember, or so I could show it in the speed up, and now that I'm doing the voiceover, it's just reminding me of like how I was acting. Like, I was so in shock. Also, I'm a boars. Boars almost killed me. I about lost my world because of boars. I hate those things. They're terrifying. I hate that they're in this world, but it's like a part of the mod pack I have for more animals. Oh my god. Yeah, you can see right there. Do you see there's something in my inventory? Or was in my hand right beside my sword? Yeah, I got so scared that I threw my mining tool. I have no idea what it's actually called, but I got so scared when this thing came at me that I literally threw my tool. This is another sunken ship area. It's about to, like, watch out, turn around right here. There it is. I found another sunken ship. I have not found that treasure. I still have the map for it, but I have not found that treasure for this specific sunken ship because I couldn't find where it was. Actually, no, I did find it. I found the area of where it was, but it was so far underwater, and I don't have enough, like, I don't feel like I have good enough tools and stuff to not die in those situations. So I didn't even try it. Like, I walked over there, I saw it, and I was like, I'm out. I'm done. I quit. I saw where it was, because it was in the ocean. It was just deep in the ocean. So that was unfortunate. But I was okay. Like, I don't need 2 sunken ships. No, 2 buried treasures. I have 1. I will probably go and try to find it at a later date, but right now, with what I'm at in my tools and stuff, I'm not comfortable enough trying to find it without dying. And I'm really trying to save this world. I'm so proud of it. Like, right now, I did the recording of my mine entrance, and I'm so proud of it. Like, if I die in this world, I'm going to cry, because this is something, it was something that was out of my comfort zone. So, I don't know. I'm getting close to it. No, actually, I was going the wrong direction. This is me going the wrong direction, and I turned around. I was like, hold up. Wait, did I cut it out? I did cut it out. I cut out completely me going to find that treasure, and that's fine with me. I discovered I found a jungle, and I was like, get bamboo. And then I discovered that there's different, like, grass-looking levels, and I found this little mushroom area. I was so proud of it. Like, I was like, this is so cool. I want mushrooms. I don't know why I need mushrooms, but I wanted mushrooms. That's me trying to cut down a mushroom. I was like, I wonder if it works like trees, and if I just, like, chop it down, it'll all come down. It wasn't the case. It didn't work. I tried, but it didn't work. And then I kept exploring and found this village. I haven't found the acacia yet so far, so I was, like, really excited. I feel like I should have gotten a different waypoint mod, because this one's just random all over the place, and I don't know the names of anything, so, like, I could use it, but I could go through my whole amount of levels before I find the place I'm actually going. And I took their bell, because I was like, they don't need the bell. My village needs the bell. No, it's going to go on my house eventually when I finish building it. But this is my journey back home. I found another village. This one's an abandoned village, but I just looted it pretty quickly, and then I found, obviously, that another sunken ship, but it wasn't, it's just half a ship. No, it's not even half a ship, it's just part of a ship, and I found it really funny. Like, it's literally just part of a ship. There wasn't a whole lot in this village, though. I just grabbed whatever I found. Wasn't much though. And then I came over to this thing and I was like, it goes deeper. I can see now that I'm watching this recording that it doesn't go deeper, but I thought it was funny. But that's where I'm gonna stop talking because it's about to end the voiceover, so we're going back into present time me, or technically editing time me, again, at a different time, whatever. And with the end of the adventure clip, we are going into the building of our mine entrance. I'm looking the other direction because I finished it because I forgot to add in a clip. So here it is. Okay guys, so we are building the... Oh my god, what's it called? We're starting to build the mine entrance. Obviously I already have a mine. It's done, or as done as you're gonna get with a mine. But I wanted to make a building to make it look prettier because normally I do like a well, but I didn't want to do that. So I just like started placing things, and I actually have a reference photo that I used to get like the shape of it because I wanted to use Japanese style buildings. And I found, I think it was a house, it might have been like a small temple, I'm not quite sure, but I found that to go with this build. So I just started placing whatever blocks I had, but I wanted to get the archways done first. And just so we're not confused, I'm talking over this is a voiceover, I'm not talking throughout this. I was going to, but I ended up not doing that because the background noise was so bad. It might be bad right now, but I can't tell. So hopefully it's not. I'll go through and check that later, but like the background audio was so bad when I wanted to record this that it was like I wasn't gonna kill your ears like that. So we're sitting here and doing this voiceover now. But yeah, I just started placing stuff. I wanted to get the height, I wanted it to be much taller so like I could jump into it pretty much. If that makes sense, like I just wanted the arches to be taller. And obviously I cut out a lot of this because it took me about an hour to build this. Which like, not bad for me. For me in builds, not bad. But it did take me a while, and I really wanted to get it where this is me wishing that I like both sides could be the same facing direction. That way it looked like it wrapped around, but I don't know how to do that. If you have an idea of how to do that, let me know. But I want to like wrap around, and I don't think it does. So right now it's messed up slightly just because of how the angle was. But I'm okay with that. It's still like, it's almost unnoticeable because of how, what I did with the decoration, like with the roofing of it, it's almost completely unnoticeable that it's different faces, if that makes any sense. Which I'm actually really happy about because like, ooh, if I could see it more, because of the, if I had done less detail in the build and I could see it more, it would have bothered me. So my idea was I wanted to make the roof look like a funky shape, like different, like it was being like brought in and then back out. So it was like stairs. Stairs is a great way to do this. I don't know if this was the best idea to do with the stairs, like placing the stairs specifically in this area, but I was so proud of it when it came to like the end of it. I don't know why, I just thought it was interesting how it came out looking. And obviously you'll see that in a little bit, but like I was so proud of it because it's just something I pulled out of my ass. I'm not gonna joke with you, it was out of my ass. It was just random me thinking this. I'm about to type something, hold on, watch. Yeah, so I was so proud of like, it was just perfect shape. I didn't do that on purpose, it was complete, like I just was trying to get blocks and I felt proud of that. Do you guys feel satisfied when you do that? Like, do you ever, like, when you're building something and you just use the very last thing on the very last part and it's perfect? I love when that happens. So I just had to announce that in the chat because I ended up since I was doing the overview, I always put like whatever I'm thinking in the chat. That way when I go to edit, I'm like, oh, I thought about that. Yes, I will talk about that. So, I don't know. But I was doing these edges of this roof. I wanted the logs that are on the outside to be there. I didn't want it to feel, because it felt just too flat. So I wanted to do something with them to incorporate them into the roof and the sides of the building, and still give the character enough that it was like, it made sense. It wasn't weird. It didn't like not fit with the build. This part, I was just like sitting there staring at my reference photo, and I was like, this is how they do that, but how do I incorporate this into Minecraft? So my best solution was to do this specific design, because I couldn't do like an arc. Because I like, yeah, the stairs look like when you combine them on two sides. That's what I wanted, but I can't do that unless I put two stairs. So it just messed up the edge. But like their roofs, it like goes down and then back out, like in an angle like this. Like you can see it right there. It was so hard to try to think of a way to do that, but I was so proud of it. And then this is me trying to represent the down and back up kind of like style of the roofing, because I didn't want it to be completely straight. Because if it was completely straight, I think it would have just taken away from the character that I resulted in with the build. Which you can see, like, where it was completely straight, it was just like no character in this build at all. And I wanted to add that character, so I tried the archway, because I couldn't accurately represent like how they do the, because if you're staring right at it, it looks like it's like the build, like the roofing of these kind of style builds is down and then arced up, like you go down and then loop up, like if you're going down into like a valley and back up. That's what it looks like, and I'm doing all these like hand motions that you can't see right now, so great job, me. But I can't accurately represent that in a Minecraft build, so I was like, I'll change the arcway to be in a different direction, which some of the builds fairly do have the arcs how I built it. And I think I did a really good job at representing it. I would love to hear some feedback. How do you think I did with representing it? I would put the reference photo, but that's just way too complicated to figure out as to get in there. I'm not the best editor. Everyone knows this. Anyone that ever watches my channel knows this. So, yeah. And then I was trying to figure out if I want to use slabs or full blocks. And I went and stood back at where my broken house is, because it's not finished, and like saw if I want to do slabs or blocks, and that's what I decided on, was the blocks, because I thought it was a better like jump up, and it showed that it was different. My cat just jumped behind me, it scared me. But I wanted to still make it look like an easy, seamless like elevation. I didn't want it to be like cut out and messed up. And then this, I just went through and did all of the arcways on the bottom level, and I was trying to like give the roof more character. No joke, when I say that I pulled this out of my ass, I wasn't kidding. This was just me impulse block placing, because I didn't know exactly what the style I wanted to do, but I was like, let's try this. This looks interesting. This is like in my head for some reason, so let's see. I fell. I remember that. I went to shift and I just didn't shift in time. But yeah, I was like, I want to give it so much character, and I'm just gonna put whatever block comes to mind to place, like where to place it. And I had so much fun trying to figure this out. There's me forgetting and remembering that one edge. But yeah, I just placed blocks. Like, I can't give you an explanation of what I was thinking in the time, because I was like, this looks cool, let's place that there. I just placed anything and everything. And when I came up to do this square right here, like I did the square, and then I was sitting there trying to figure out how I wanted to bring it into the straight point that is normally these roofs. My voice cracked. If you heard it, I'm sorry. So I was just like staring at it, trying to figure out how I wanted to do it, but make it look not the same as everything else. That way it's still different characters. Like, I didn't want every level of the roof to look exactly the same, because that's not a way to make it characteristic. Like, yes, it'll look like a nice roof, and I think some builds do come out really nice like that, but I wanted it to be different than what I normally build. Like, this building is so out of my comfort zone. Completely not something that I would normally build. And that's what I love about it, was that I stepped out of my comfort zone and I had so much fun trying to build this and figure out the idea. Like, that's why it took me so long, was just me trying to figure out what was the best place to put this. I had a lot of fun. And then I put a fence to get that point, and then a lightning rod because I'm terrified that lightning is going to strike my roof and then burn my house down. My building down. It's not my house. But I was like not having the chance. This is what I got with the roofing. That's what the roof looks like. And then here is me. I wanted to give, because the sides of the building just looked way too flat. I needed to give it more like oomph, where it was coming out and it was like not completely flat. Like, it had more character. And this is me trying to figure this out. I had so much fun trying to figure this out, because I was like, let's do it on the inside. No, bad idea. Let's do it on the outside. And I actually really love it. I cut out me building all three of them, but I wanted to show you my process of how I figured out how to do this. So it was just something that came to my mind. Like, I wanted to, the reference picture I had like the doorways had like these arced I don't know. I don't know, roofs? Arched roofs. Let's go with a porch roof. That's what it kind of looks like. It's like an arched porch roof. Like, it looks like it's the start of a dome. But because I did my building where it was more of out, from the point, and then do an angle out, where I was talking about the valley before, I did that with mine. That I didn't want to do the opposite, where it was domed on the inside, which, now that I'm thinking about it, if I did a dome as the entranceways, it probably would be an interesting contrast to my weird angle roof. But I was like, no, I want to do the funky angle for those roofs, for the entranceways. And this is literally me just trying to figure out how I want to put this, how I want to represent the angles. So much fun. It was so fun to figure out how to do this. I felt really proud of it. So you'll see me misplace blocks constantly. I think I cut it out, but I actually broke a block, and I thought it was funny. But yeah, you can see this. This is I wanted to put so much elevation and difference and variation between the different levels of the build. This is me. I'm bringing down the nose of it because I was I don't want it to be flat. I need it to be lower. So I wanted to bring down the nose of it, and I just ended up coming up with this, and I love it. It's gonna show you in just a second as soon as I finish this one. But I love how it came out, and I'm so proud of it. And I did it 4 times. All 4 sides have it. So that's fun. And I will tell you, my chests are still there. I haven't moved them. I haven't built a building for them yet. I think next episode I want to build a building for them. But right now my chests are still there. But I wanted to represent it looking like it connects to the building and not just sitting there on the outside and not messed up. This is my last bit of my voiceover, so I will see you guys at my little end at the end. But I hope you enjoy it. I love it. And I think that is where we're going to end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to put some sugar on that like button, comment down below anything you would like to see, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!